Dorvador pre-flood Earth lost legend of Hallows Eve. It was a night like our Halloween, but in pre-flood Earth long ago, concealed in legends past. Would the gentle listener care to know more? Late was the hour across the Caledonian land, as the final watch prepared to stand. Each member of the force did their duty with care, gazing on the horizon with a hawk stare. The stronghold's walls were well manned, the torches lit. All knew they must stiffen the spine, holding fast to each other should something arise. You ponder why we stand watch on this night. It's the eve of remembering fallen souls, but also ancient frights. Pray, gentle listener, this time passes fast like a sprinting fawn, so our eyes may once more behold the dawn. Great fire suddenly fell from the sky, as a furious impact was unleashed from high. Out of the smoke, a creature rose that was tall as an elm, clad in armor from the infernal realm. It had been some time since the last season our realm hath suffered this demon. Then, with an evil voice most cruel, it bellowed the challenge of a duel.
Men of the Watch and all human folk, it is time now to submit to my yoke. I claim tribute of children to be fed to the coals. Now bring forth the innocent that I may feast on their souls.
What could go against that old adversary supreme? Terror seized our ranks while our females screamed. The creature moved forward to collect its prize, but then it halted in utter surprise. A youth moved forward toward the foe. What possessed him to do so we could not know. A malevolent roar was uttered in might, as the creature moved in with murderous delight. There stood the lad before the behemoth, whose power was at its zenith. A blade cleaver was pulled from its back. As the wicked one moved into attack, the youth did not flee and seemed rather merry, as if he viewed the onslaught hardly scary. Suddenly, like lightning, the youth transformed anew into an angelic sovereign that did its weapon drew. Flames surrounded righteous countenance, his eyes burned ragefully bright. His great bow was levied, with arrow and string pulled ever so tight. His illumination eclipsed the despairing dark, as the adversary charged towards us harder. His wrath grew sharp, yet the angelic sovereign was as calm as a lark. He turned his head back towards us so that we men could see his eyes, and while our gaze was fixed on him, the sovereign let his arrow fly. The defiled creature saw the barb speeding toward it with dread, having last rites of reflection before lethality smote through its foul head. The infernal power was now humbled indeed. We saw its form wither away like dying weeds. Out of the gates to hail the sovereign did every man bound, yet by that time the angeli was nowhere to be found. Then he appeared magnificent before our sight, dashing higher up into the night. We heard him proclaim to every soul of the land, forsake not the ways of right, holy petitions, and good deeds, and remember this time all, as a hallowed eve.